and Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinion about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinion.
But we promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate.
Let's pull the pin.
Pin.
Oh, you totally forgot that altogether. The
That
train's
was.
going crazy.
We got to figure out how to work it out. But anyways,
Speaking of trains, welcome
Whoa.
back, Nate. How was your time off?
It was great, but I wasn't on a train, so I don't know what that had to do with anything.
Well, as you can see, I've got a little bit of changes here. I'm moving around the studio, or studio, it's a computer. I'm moving around the computer. Hopefully this room works. It's a little too vaulted ceiling, so the acoustics might stink, and I'm sorry to the viewers is really the ones that are going to suffer. You can hear me probably fine because it's not a big deal, but yeah, so glad we got some time off. Apologize to you all out there, Johnny and
Chris.
Well, thanks, man. I'm like sitting here like, whoa. But they've been throwing some comments too. I'm sure you've read them and some headlines and stuff. But by now, Johnny, they're all getting older. And it's hard to go back into time and talk about that stuff. So we appreciate the content, whatnot. We appreciate it more if you just, bit the bullet and got on. But not everybody wants to put their face on camera. So maybe you're one of those guys or whatnot. But either way, we're here to do a show, and that's what we're going to do. And obviously, you can tell we're trying to get back in the flow of things. Too much time off really does create a problem, doesn't it?
But it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I don't like to miss the time. It's not like we got a huge audience that we're disappointing. And sometimes that could be the problem, too. You don't show up consistently, and you won't get that audience. But either way, we're doing this for you, and you, Johnny and Chris. We're doing this for you anyway. Actually, we're doing it for us and all the other veterans out there who want to be doing this. But anyways, regardless, and even Brian, I keep forgetting Brian, the old buddy Brian down in Florida. He's supporting us and pushing it out there for other veterans who want to get involved. But either way, I think we're here to do headlines, right? We pull headlines from the media.
I believe so. I think that's what I have up here.
Them, right? We're talking about it from our perspective. Why is that important?
Because we're average veterans, we've been around the world and we know everything.
Yes. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to assume that you don't have time to read the articles. We don't either. So we're going to make them up and let you know what really matters and what the article is about. So without further ado, or whatever I say, I have no idea. Maybe I should have gone back and watched our last episode.
Yeah, we've never been fact checked. Let's move on. Here we go.
All right. Thank you. All right. Starting off, DOJ indicts whistleblower who alleged. Let me try this again in English and slow down. DOJ indicts whistleblower who alleged Biden received, gosh, why is my...
There you go. Woo.
DOJ indicts, I need more time off. Dude, this is crazy. DOJ indicts whistleblower who alleged Biden received payments from CCP affiliated individuals.
I didn't think whistleblowers could get in trouble.
Bingo. That was my first thing. Is like, I thought that was the whole purpose of whistleblower.
Aren't they protected? I didn't know Whistleblower Protection Act.
No, I can obviously.
I'm pretty sure there is. No, I mean, I don't know if he lied or not, or she lied, or
I was going to say that the act is to protect the whistleblower in the act of whistleblowing, not from all the other crimes they've committed.
Right, yeah.
So in that aspect, yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, this just looks bad. This is one of those things where even if you wanted to arrest this dude, you really should have waited.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, though.
No, it's just in your face, too, though.
Anything against Biden is, you just can't do it. He's protected for some odd reason.
Right. But the part that scares me, like I just said, it's just blatant in your face stuff. That's what scares me. You know what I mean? It's like we knew this kind of crap was going on for a long time before, right? We knew, you know what I mean, that government's corrupt, power and influence and all that stuff just corrupts people. You know what I mean? We knew that. But we always knew they were good at playing the game. You know what I mean? Now,
if I would have read the article, maybe I would know. But when would they indicted him on, or her?
Right. To me, it doesn't matter. Like I said, even if it was, shoplifting, you know what I mean? Like, so what? You know what I mean? The point is that this guy is a whistleblower. He's making allegations. You find out if they're true or false. If it turns out they're false, charge a guy with whatever. I would even say charge him with false statements if that was even a thing.
Yeah. Maybe they did investigate it. Maybe they did find it false, and now they're charging the person.
I don't know, because I think that would be the headline. Whistleblower makes
Could be.
false accusation. You know what I mean? That would be the headline to me.
It depends on which side of the aisle it comes from.
Yeah, I guess it probably could have been omitted, but I would think that would still, either on both sides of the aisle, would strengthen whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I don't know. Maybe not. It was definitely strengthen Biden's side. Either way, no surprise to me, right?
No, not at all.
All right, we could go on next one.
Another no surprise.
Yeah, Biden shuts door on Ukraine joining NATO, says war with Russia must end first. This is a surprise to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, though. We already have them join NATO, then we're automatically in a war.
Right. Well, I think that's kind of not fair, period. Like, I don't think you should be able to even do that.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, dude. Like, what is Ukraine right now?
A country.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of country are they?
A country at war.
Right. We don't even know. Like, other than the corrupt politics we've been knowing, like, I think there's just so much the average person, not even the average veteran, probably doesn't even know about Ukraine. I mean, I think there was a poll in Crimea that they actually did some election thing, and most of them want to stay part of Russia. Like, so
that part of Ukraine does, but not most of Ukraine.
No, but what I'm saying is Ukraine is a country. It's divided. So in the
America's
end,
not.
well, it is. It isn't. Well, it is now. It's way more now. But when 9/11 happened, everyone came together. Everyone fighting for America. I mean, you had small pockets of people that were disloyal and people that just hated whatever we did. Sure, but in general, the entire country.
Also in 01, we didn't have social media and news as fast as we do nowadays, too.
Yeah, but you can see it. Like, you couldn't tell me that you couldn't see it. Like, did we have states revolting against the United States? Did we have literal regions? Like, that's what Crimea is, in a sense, a state. It's like we have regions like up in Michigan or something. There's a whole, what is it, the Muslim community up there who's trying to do their own thing and not be American. I mean, we've got,
I love it.
We've got
Then go back to your Muslim country.
Well, right, but like that's my point is we can identify those places, but I can't even tell you, other than a place like that, which maybe is the size of a town, big city. Well, now I guess you got Portland, Oregon, and now, but I'm talking about back in the day. I mean, we didn't have such a divided country. We knew who we were. American, everybody knew who America was, whether you liked it or not. Ukraine, you just don't know. Are they Russian? They Ukrainian? Are they, what side are they on? And then even the history of that country has been one of those places that have been constantly fought for. They've constantly been battled for. So either way, my point being is, which part of Ukraine is joining NATO?
Ooh.
So if it was a united country right now, and if they weren't in the middle of war, they're in shambles right now. Like,
I did see Sweden is going to get the join though. So.
Yeah, right. Well, like Sweden, but you get it. Sweden is Sweden. Everybody knows who Sweden is, right? It's a country that's not in the middle of a conflict. They're not rebelling inside themselves. They're not picking and choosing who to fight for. They know what they're doing. Sweden. Why didn't they get in, though? They're not at war.
They are getting in.
Oh, they are getting. I thought you said they didn't get in.
Turkey did not want them in, but I guess that president finally gave in and said, okay, they can come in.
Yeah, well, maybe because NATO might be losing its power, or maybe they're just anticipating a real war. Because let's think about this, really. I mean, dude, this isn't just about NATO or protection. I mean, this is really American corruption at its best. And I'm not even going to say American corruption. It's global corruption at its best. Because it's not what it's all about.
They're making America pay for everything.
Yeah, but it's not just we're paying for it. That's a convenience of all the people who join NATO. It's that Russia literally said, do not put NATO forces on my border. And America said, no, we won't do that. And guess what we're doing? We're doing exactly that. And we've talked about this before. And how would we feel? That's what we just said. How would we feel? Well, we know how we feel because we went after Cuba when they did it there. And guess what? They're going to do it again.
Sweden borders Russia?
I don't think directly. I think that's why Turkey has a problem. I know I'm wrong
Uh,
up in that region anyway. Remember last time I said, "Oh no, it's in the ocean," but I was completely wrong. I need my son for geography. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
it's so sad. But yeah, anyway, the point of this is it's garbage. I'm glad he's finally said something that makes sense. You know, let's end the war first before we start taking applications. That's a little ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's like somebody getting into a car accident saying, "Hey, I'd like to apply for car insurance."
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like this is
Yeah.
what war insurance, right? So
Yeah.
you can't do that. You can't start or be in a war and then be like, "Oh, can I be part of you now?" I mean, we're already doing a proxy war, which is ridiculous, dude. I'm sick of these damn wars, and they're acting like it's not our war, but it is our war. And in fact, we
Yeah.
could be the reason for world war.
We're sending billions over there. We're involved in this war.
Yeah, of course. So let's not pretend. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend it's just stupid. You know what I mean? And I'm sick of it. And I'm a soldier, and that's what I was trained to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sick of it.
All right,
But
we'll move on then.
yeah, let's move on. All right, this is good. And I have actually got the video. I hope it plays because I don't really know how to do it otherwise. But missing girl found in Camp Pendleton barracks, Marine taken into custody. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to play the video because, well, I mean, it's not a terribly long video. Did you see anything about this?
No, but if you show me the video, I will.
I would just like to preface this video. I did not kill myself. If I go missing or end up murdered, the people potentially responsible could possibly be located here at Camp Pendleton. Hello, my name is Cassandra Perez. Please share this video with anybody and everybody. This is a warning to the public. To not jeopardize the ongoing investigation, I will not be releasing the name of the victim. However, I will be releasing details to the public to help prevent harm and hopefully find others willing to share their story. My niece is under the age of 18 and has learning disabilities. On June 10th, she went missing, and on June 27th, she was found on Camp Pendleton. Camp Pendleton is a military base in Oceanside, San Diego. She was found in the barracks by military police. She had been sold to a soldier for sex. The military is trying to cover it up. They are trying to cover it up and place majority of the blame on her. However, the reality is the whole facility allowed this to happen. The security looked her in the face and allowed this man to bring a minor onto base, where he then proceeded to have sex with her. Due to her age, she could not have given this consent. We've just had an interview with someone referred to us by the military. In this meeting, we were told by the affiliated personnel that the military detective assigned to the case is trying to cover this up. As you can imagine, this is upsetting and absolutely unacceptable. I have the lead detective's name and phone number and will be releasing it to the public pending confirmation from our attorney. Our hope in doing so is to both bring attention to my niece's case and to ensure that this does not go away upon release of more details. We hope you would join us in calling and demanding both release of details as well as the pursuit of justice. Our family is worried about retaliation from the military and the man that has trafficked my niece. We believe they could be working together and covering this up, and that the military is only trying to protect their property. Some of my family is scared, but I'm not. I'm aware that the military and the sex traffickers know where we live, and that's okay. That's all right. I'll be waiting for you when you get here, because if you're gonna fuck around, you're gonna find out.
Video's over, I guess.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, what do you think? First of all, let's talk about the incident before we talk about the video. But this is the video that was released. The incident was some, I guess, 13-year-old girl. I mean, as you see from there, she said that she has some sort of learning disability, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what she classifies as a learning disability. Like, that could be a whole range of things. You know what I mean? You could be dyslexic. That has nothing to do with your mental comprehension of anything in the world. So I don't know what learning disability is. And she was 13, I guess, or maybe 14, whatever, 13.
Said under 18.
Yeah, I think she's 13. And she was found in a military barracks with a Marine. All right, just take that information alone. Does that surprise you? I mean,
Not that it surprised me. Marines are stupid.
yeah, right. And I've been to these calls before. I mean, we've been to calls where,
Yeah.
people,
Underage girls in the barracks. Yeah.
right, and they've been living there. I mean, hiding in the closet, and that's why leadership does these inspections, right? But these guys
Which I
figure
totally
out
disagree.
ways.
Which I totally disagree with.
Well, I understand that. I mean, I do understand that. It shouldn't be
They
hard
don't
to
get their
figure out
they
if
don't,
somebody's living.
they don't get their house inspected.
Right. I mean, well, right. I get it. I get what you're saying. I mean, but they own their property. They're probably responsible for it.
No, they live in government housing. They should be getting their government housing checked too, and the government pays for housing, so they should get their off-post housing checked too, just like any soldier living in the barracks.
Yeah, we can have that conversation another day because we'll go down a rabbit
True.
hole if we keep down that one. But
Sure, we will.
yeah. So another thing too, you don't tell you like, all right, let's talk about this video. First of all, this girl released this video as her aunt.
Well, it doesn't matter for the cause of this. If this girl is found, was she missing? She's not dead, right? She's just
No, they
missing.
found her. They found her 20 days later in the barracks.
Yeah.
And see, this is what's missing in the whole story. And that's the reason I'm not saying like I'm not picking on the aunt, but what I'm trying to do is establish a background here. And what you probably don't know, which I read from the article, this girl has run away before and
You didn't read
returned.
no article. You're lying.
did. I
You
did.
didn't read. Oh,
I did because I was really curious.
Anyways.
Because from this video, you're missing a lot of context.
yeah, who's still here, near or there. I don't care. She's 13. She ran away. She does it. That doesn't give the Marine the right to take a 13-year-old and keep her in his barracks for 20 days. No, the Marine's wrong.
Correct. No,
The
no,
Marine
no,
needs
correct.
That needs investigation.
Correct. And like I said, well, this is the part of the problem. It's a crime. It was committed. It should be, adjudicated, and he should go to prison for it. Whatever. That's solved. That's not my concern with this, because that happens every day, every place. My concern is that these people are starting to use the media. They start to use this victim. What does she want? She wants money. What does she want?
She wants answers.
mean,
It sound like they're not giving her
No,
answers.
because she doesn't want answers, dude. Because think about her statements. The government's covering it up. The militaries did this. The people looked her in the face. How does she even know how this girl got on base?
That's what
How
she's
does she
asking
know
for.
that?
She's asking for. Did you not read that? It's got subtitles. She's looking for answers.
No, but
They're not giving her answers.
She was
They're not
making
giving her
statements.
answers. It's a cover up right now.
But she was
Maybe
making statements.
maybe they're still investigating and they don't
I'm
want to
sure
give
they
answers right now.
Well, I'm sure they are. But that's my point. So she's going on here saying, it's just the deception of it all. I mean, there's a possibility this girl willingly walked on base, hid intentionally to go live with this dude. There is very possible chance, because when we've done those investigations, those girls do that. They are troubled girls, runaways that want to be with some dude in the Marines, and that's what they do. It's not just like some big bad Marine and government conspiracy. That's what I'm just saying is this lady's blowing this out with no information.
That's why she's blown out, because she's not getting information as quick as she wants to.
Sure, but she could get information now. If when did this happen? I mean, did it just happen? Give them a chance to investigate it.
Exactly.
Now,
She wants
and who's the
answers
government?
now.
So if remember she said that somebody referred her to somebody else who told her the government or the investigators trying to cover it up.
The lead investigator, yeah.
So who in the government would they refer her to? Like who would they refer her to from the government?
Maybe she
then-
called the MP station. The MP said CID has it now. Call CID.
Right, and
So
then
Order CID.
right. No. I'm saying that the inspector, the CID. Let's say CID is investigating it because they probably are. MPI is probably
should be.
part
Yeah.
for this. So let's say CID is investigating it. She said that they were told to contact a certain person, and this person told them that the government, the CID guy, is trying to cover it up. Who could that be?
Who knows?
It's what I'm saying is this video. I don't think her video is helping. I think her video is just making more confusion to something that may not be there. And it may be there. I'm not doubting it might be there. But I think she jumped the gun. She's got no information. Like, it's hard for me to jump and go full rogue against the Marine Corps with her video. It just sounds so
I know.
hokey and phony.
He's like, I got the lead investigator's name and number. I'm gonna publish it.
Right.
Who cares? Publish the CID. What do they call them?
What's that?
SAC. Put the SAC's number out there. The special agent in charge. Put the SAC's name and number out there. He's the one that runs the CID office. If it's CID, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. Like, I understand her concern from the cover up. And she's probably right. Military tries to hide their problems. Like, they don't. That's why they do have their own little system. They don't want all their garbage out. You know what I mean? They don't want all the
Yeah, but
stupid things that soldiers and Marines and stuff do.
I'm thinking she's jumping the gun and she don't have the information quick like she thinks the outside police will just give up information so
And
fast.
that's my point. And she referenced a lawyer, like her lawyer's advice. And I'm thinking, you got a lawyer, and he's going to tell you and let you do this video. I think that hampers your cause. So I think there's just this is a cultural movement these days. Let's all go in and complain about something wrong to see if we can get a GoFundMe and make millions of dollars by some Give, Send, Go charity thing. That's what these people are doing these days, and it's sickening. I mean, let's look at the real deal. Some 13-year-old girl, whether she ran away or was kidnapped, because this lady implied that somebody sold her to this Marine. How does she even know that? She needs to go talk to the CID and give them all this information she's got, because I don't know how she knows that. You know what I mean? So she's not helping her case. She's not helping anything. All she's doing is trying to get attention, and she's going to ruin it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to wait for the investigation to be complete, but whatever, that's on her.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is the stuff that just decided makes me bad. And the reason I'm talking about it is because now she's trying to make Camp Pendleton and Marines look bad. Now, yes, this Marine is bad. I don't care how you slice it, just like you said. I don't care what the story is. He's wrong, and he's very wrong. 13-year-old, 14-year-old, I don't care if she's 13 or 14. You know, my daughter was that age one time. You are not letting my daughter live in your barracks, even if you're having sex or not, because I don't know how anyone knows that either. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we can all assume that, but the point is, he's wrong. That's not my argument, Nate. I mean, you should know that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Not,
I know. Yeah,
I'm just pointing at the social aspect of this. What these people are doing is not helpful. And if it's awareness, it should be, how did this girl get in there? Is this security of this base not tight? Like, that's the awareness. But making accusations, I don't know, man.
Let's wait till we hear the government side.
If we get it, right? Because they're
there you go. So if they are covering up, then she has all the right to do what she's doing.
Yes, and if they were, I would tell her lawyer to get out there and make a statement out there then. When, hey, look, this is what's going on. They're covering up. We don't have any answers. But she already has all the answers, and then she says they're covering it up. So if you have all the answers, why are you mad that they're covering up?
I don't think she has the answers.
Well, she says she does. She said she was sold. She said he had sex with her. She said the gate guards looked at him and let her on the base. I mean, she said all these things. She said the investigators trying to protect the military assets. I mean, she said all this, so she has all the answers. And she's not afraid, dude.
Yeah. Because ain't no one going to kidnap her and sex traffic her. Anyways, we'll move on.
He thinks the government's going to come after her because she's saying all these stuff. Oh, my goodness. We deal with people like that all the time. All right. So anyways, Portland to distribute straws and snorting kits to drug addicts. Yeah, this lady needs to go
those straws better be paper straws, not plastic straws. Portland better not be distributing plastic straws because those things are so bad for the environment. They better be paper. They better be paper straws they're distributing. Because if they're distributing plastic straws to snort cocaine, I can have a plastic straw to drink my gosh darn soda.
Your Starbucks, right?
No, I don't go to that place either.
I don't either. Not anymore. I mean, unless I'm desperate. But anyways, this is what Portland's degraded to. I mean, it's not surprising.
It just goes along with the needles they give out for safe shooting, you know?
Yeah. And like we were discussing earlier about regions I don't really care. Like, Portland's a beautiful place. I almost moved there. It's a really beautiful place. And just like California, they destroy everything that's beautiful. But I don't care, what these people in California do, because let all those people move there. It just means less of them here for me and my problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're more interested in getting a straw and a drug kit than you are in getting help so you don't have to do drugs, then I don't want you here anyway. I don't want you around me because that's not my thing.
Yeah, you can stay in that city. That's fine.
What's that?
You can stay in that city. That's fine.
Yeah, they can stay there. Yeah. I don't care. Anyway, so we're going to get going. This one's a little bit long. I guess it took us a little while to get started. So hopefully the next episodes will get shorter as we go. But thank you, Nate. Again, glad you're back. Had a great vacation. Thank you all for tuning in. Chris, Johnny, I have to give them shout outs till more people get on. Like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody, tell everybody to check us out. Get involved. We'd like to have another opinion on here, which would be great because most of the time Nate doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just kidding. Until then, Godspeed.
And pull a pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.